Yo everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a review on the brand new MAC Retro Matte Liquid Lip Colours. Oh my god, how long have they been teasing us with these releases? I swear I first found out about the MAC Retro Matte Liquid Lipsticks about 6 months ago, maybe even longer. And you know what? They've been smart, I suppose. They've been biding their time because so many different brands have been releasing their own versions of liquid lipsticks that they were like, you know what, let's take our time, let's tease them, let's put out a couple of pictures here and there. We know how popular we are, we know that people are going to buy them, so whether we release them now or 6 months from now, they are going to be really, really popular, because that's just how MAC is. MAC is one of those brands that they can have that kind of arrogant sort of attitude, I suppose. But anyway, I ordered mine a couple of days ago on Christmas Eve. I actually ordered them off of the mobile site. They were showing on the mobile website, but not on their normal, whatever it's called, full site on your computer. Thank you to one of my Snapchatters for letting me know. So I ordered 5 of them, but I did do a little bit of research beforehand. Now when it comes to liquid to matte liquid lipsticks, nude colours, forget it. There's nobody who can really do them that well. I mean, I've always said that I really prefer Jeffree Star's Celebrity Skin, but that doesn't mean that his is perfect, that it's flawless. It's just the best of the worst, if that makes sense. So I did a bit of research, and again, according to Temptalia, the nudie ones are the worst performing ones. They crack, they don't necessarily flake, but they crack. As soon as you smile, the lines in your lips show up. So that's the same with pretty much all nudie type of colours. But when it comes to darker colours, that issue you don't necessarily have. So like I said, I did a little bit of research and I chose 5 different colours, but all slightly different colours, like an orange, a red, a pink, a purple, because I wanted to do this review and show you guys a variety of different colours that you can get aside from obviously the nudes. I'm sorry I haven't bought the nude ones. Like I said, I am not Temptalia. I don't receive PR releases. I'm spending my own money on these. And they ain't cheap. That's another thing. They're like £21, which is pretty pricey for a liquid to matte liquid lipstick. I don't think there are any others that I can think of off the top of my head that actually cost that much. I think Steeler's ones cost about £15–16. Anastasia Beverly Hills, something similar. Colourpop ones are $6. So £21 is pricey. So I wanted to make sure that I did this review and show you guys what maybe you could possibly get, but you don't obviously have to go out and get it. Because it costs so much money, I don't want you to think that, oh my god, I've wasted money because I bought one and it's not that great. But if you think about MAC's pricing in general, a lipstick is what, £15–16? So £21 is kind of comparable with their kind of pricing. So let's get into the review itself. Now MAC has created a twist on the classic matte texture with robustly saturated shades of retro matte liquid lip colour. Whichever shade you choose, all promise one thing: a splash of colour in a liquid suede finish that is impossible to forget. Yeah, aside from the marketing spiel, liquid to suede finish. Now, that is what they claim, and I have to say, I actually agree. These liquid to matte liquid lipsticks are not actually that bad at all. I think that they're pretty good. I've only worn, out of the ones that I'm about to show you, 2. One of the ones I'm wearing today. Now, this one that I'm wearing is this one here, and it's called To Matte With Love. Now, I found that this one applied quite streaky. So I was applying it and I could still see my lip colour through it. Now, I think that that is how some of them may be. However, you are able to touch it up in such a way that you can stop that from happening. You can layer these as well, one on top of another, and it does not affect the performance of the lipstick, how it looks, and it doesn't become grungy like a lot of other liquid to matte liquid lipsticks. Once they dry down, if you try to apply another layer, it clumps up, it becomes uncomfortable, it makes your lips feel very stuck together, that you can't smile properly, but you don't get that with this. Now, one thing I do have to say is, whereas with other liquid to matte liquid lipsticks, oh my god, it's such a long word, they last generally about 8 to 9 hours. That is not the case with this one. These ones I would say 5 hours maximum maybe. Now, I put this on this morning. I've actually had this on for quite a while now. I put this on this morning. I didn't eat breakfast, I missed breakfast, sorry. And I had lunch. I had burger and chips. It's New Year's Day while I'm filming this, by the way. I needed a burger and chips. Anyway, by the time I'd finished, looked in the mirror, a lot of it had already come off. So they don't last as long as other liquid to matte liquid lipsticks. Now, what I was eating was a little bit oily. Fair enough, if you eat something oily, these liquid lipsticks generally tend to start coming off, especially more in the middle part of your mouth where the food goes in like that. So I had to touch it up. But you can touch it up and it still looks absolutely fresh. With other liquid lipsticks, if you try and touch it up, you can tell you've touched it up because there are areas which look perfect, there are areas which look a little bit imperfect. The layering has affected it and made it look all a bit strange. That doesn't happen with these. But like I said, because it doesn't last as long, I don't think that the price is justified as £21 for something that doesn't actually last all day long. You will have to, at some point in the day, reapply these. So that is a shame. Now, in terms of the actual texture itself, I find them to be kind of moussey sort of texture, a little bit creamy, but not too creamy. Like Anastasia Beverly Hills ones are very, very creamy, and Jeffree Star ones are a little bit more runny. So I would say it's like a mixture of the two combined. So you've got that mid-mousse texture, if that makes sense. And the applicator, you know what, I actually have to say, out of all the liquid to matte liquid lipsticks I have, I think that this one has the best applicator. It is a doe foot applicator. It's like a teardrop shape and then it's flat. So I found with the pointy part on the end, I was able to line my lips very neatly and tidy them up. And because it's got a flat top that tapers off to the end, you're easily able to apply it all over your lips without making a mess. So in terms of the actual application, it can be very flawless and very easy to apply. It's got the standard lipstick vanilla scent that all MAC lipsticks have. And this is what the packaging looks like, really. It's neither here nor there, to be honest. It's nothing special, is it? It's just the standard lipstick top bullet lid that they have put on the top. And as I've said, because these don't tend to last as long as other liquid lipsticks, they do dry down matte, don't get me wrong. Another thing that I love about these is I don't get that stickiness, which is almost unheard of with most liquid lipsticks. You get that tacky, sticky feeling because that is the tackiness that is sticking to your mouth. And that is what stops it from coming off. Now, I'm assuming the reason that these come off a lot more quickly is because they don't have that. They don't have that extra sticking power. So these are liquid lipsticks, but they're not as amazing as other ones, but they have their pros and their cons. For people that really hate liquid lipsticks, and I know there are a lot of you, especially ones of you that watch my channel, I know some of you don't like them, that's fine, you don't have to. You will definitely prefer these over other liquid lipsticks because they actually do feel really comfortable. I don't get that drying, snagging feeling of my mouth being restricted that I do get with other ones, especially after a good couple of hours of wearing them. Now, close up, I have had this on for about 5 hours. Obviously, I did touch it up. I have got a massive spot there, so please excuse me looking a little bit odd when I'm doing my lip swatches. It might appear that I'm not being very even with it, but I am. It's just I've got a spot there. There's nothing I can do, and it's just haunting my life because it's huge and it's been there for like a week. Okay, so that is my overall review on the new lipsticks. So I'm going to do some lip swatches for you guys now, and you can let me know what you think. So this first shade that I'm going to show you is called Dance With Me, and it's a gorgeous red shade. And as with all liquid lipsticks, the best way to remove it is with something oil-based. But as I've said, because of the way that these products are, even if you don't have something oil-based, it'll still come off. These also do not stain your lips. I've worn the darkest one, which I wore on New Year's Eve, and I was able to clean it off perfectly fine. But again, that goes hand in hand with the whole wearing up to 5 to 6 hours sort of thing. So I'm going to shut up now and do lip swatch for you. This is beautiful. This is a gorgeous, deep cranberry red sort of shade. It's actually really nice. I really like this. And as you can see, that was one layer. I didn't go back into the tube at any point to reapply anything. This is one layer all over my lips. It's not streaky, it's not patchy. This is definitely one of the better performing ones, I would say. So this one was called Dance With Me, which is gorgeous. Recommend this one if you're after a red and you really want to try the matte ones, the matte ones, try this one. And it's already dry. That was a couple of seconds, and look, no stickiness at all. So it makes it super comfortable. I can easily talk, smile. And in terms of transfer, there's nothing there. No. And that is freshly applied. Okay, now I've made my finger a tiny bit red, but it doesn't affect the actual product itself. So I'm really impressed with this one. So I'm going to remove this one now, and then I will show you the next one. This next one, which is a pink, it is called a Personal Statement. Come on, you guys, you know how much I love bright pink colours. So I had to get this one. It was like, it's like a must-have for me. If I get any kind of lipsticks, or I'm getting a couple, especially to do for review, I have to have a bright neon pink. That's just how. Oh my god, this one is an epic fail. It's really streaky. It did not apply evenly at all, and I can already see the caking and stuff happening. This one I definitely wouldn't recommend. I'm going to have to layer this again, because even if I smack my lips together, whereas other ones kind of that blends the lipstick together almost and kind of makes it settle a lot better, doing that did the opposite to me. It's actually left lip lines in various places on my mouth. Okay, so this one is Personal Statement, and even layering it has kind of just not really helped. I really hope you can actually see it on camera. It's got, I can see darkness in areas, which basically means that it's streaky and it hasn't applied cleanly and opaquely as other ones would. I wouldn't recommend this one. I find that neon pinks can be quite difficult. I'm not a fan of Candy Yum Yum lipstick for this exact reason. The lipstick does the same thing to me. And this colour is very, very similar. This gorgeous orange shade is called Quite the Standout. See, you can see I've shown you guys a variety of colours. We've had red, we've had neon pink, and now we got orange. So I am going to now swatch this one for you. So this is Quite the Standout. Lovely, lovely. Opaque, not streaky, full coverage, one layer, done. Love this shade. It's a beautiful brightened orange. It's not too in your face, but it's in your face enough. It's not a muted orange, but it's not a neon orange. It kind of sits in the middle. But this one would look gorgeous on all skin tones. This next shade is called Oh Lady. I wore this on New Year's Eve. It's a gorgeous deep wine shade. It's really, really flattering. And it wore quite well throughout the night. To be fair, I had it on for about a couple of hours. I even ate a McDonald's. Standard New Year's Eve. Well, the only places open is McDonald's after midnight is gone. You know how it is. You know how it is. I mean, there was a little bit of movement because obviously a quarter pounder is a bit greasy, right? So there was a little bit of movement, but it lasted really well, and I was very happy with this colour. So this is Oh Lady, full coverage, not streaky, creamy, moussey. and just generally lovely. I love this shade. This one is definitely one of the better performing ones. So I've only got one more to show you, and that's the one that I showed you at the beginning, and then we're done. So the last and final shade is the one that you saw me wearing at the beginning of the video, and this is called Too Matte with Love. I've already given you my review on this as well. It's okay, it's so-so. It is a bit streaky, which isn't great, but I do really like the colour. It's like a lovely raspberry warm toned sort of shade. It's not too in your face. It's for people that don't like bright pink colours but still want a pink colour. This one would be perfect for you, and I did have to layer this after eating my burger, as I said. So this is Too Matte with Love. Not too bad, a little bit streaky, not as streaky as some of the other ones, but I can still see my natural lip colour through it, so it isn't as opaque as I would like it to be for something which is liquid to matte, and they generally should be fully opaque, full coverage, not be able to see anything underneath your lateral lips, nothing at all. It should look the same on everybody. That's the whole point of opaque lip colours, but unfortunately they're not all like that. So that's it for my review with lip swatches of the brand new MAC Retro Matte Liquid Lip Colours. I hope that you guys enjoy. Feel free to ask me any questions below, any comments you've got below. Again, follow me on Instagram for my face of the days, which I always show my makeup, which I do daily. Sometimes it's great, sometimes not so great. And follow me on Snapchat for just my daily chit chat, behind the scenes, outside of this area, if you're interested, that is. And yeah, so that's it. So other than that, I hope that the start of 2016 has been great for you, and I hope that it continues for the rest of the year, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.